Hello and welcome to a new video. As you can probably read already in the title, this video will be all about Christmas present and gift knitting. I decided to knit a lot of gifts this year and I went really all in, so I thought I document a little bit of it and show you all the gifts I created this year. I really hope you enjoy this video. Grab your knits, grab a cup of tea or coffee and just follow me along. A little bit about me probably also if you're new here. My name is Maira. I'm coming originally from Germany but I'm living in Sweden. I really enjoy knitting and you can have a look at my older videos. I shared a few knitting podcasts and some knitting related videos, so if you're interested in that, have a look at it. And if you enjoyed this video, I would be very glad if you follow this channel or have a look at my Instagram. And now let's just dive into the Christmas knitting video. Hello. If you're a return viewer, you probably have hearing me talking about the advent calendar I am having with my mother and my sister. And this time I included some knitted stuff, so I thought I would show it to you before I will pack it in the package and send it off to Germany. So I have a little pile here. And I probably will make this as a video for all of my gift knits I'm making this year, because I have planned quite a few things and will not show them until Christmas, I think, so that it is a surprise for everybody who's opening the present then. Probably we'll just dive into it. So the first thing I have are these mittens. These are for my sister. These are the Mairao sweater by Garn. I changed up the color work pattern a little bit and made it with 3 colors and a little bit different because I knitted the exact same pattern before and I thought I would do it a little bit different this time. It's actually a little bit tight, the color work. I never knitted with 3 colors before and I should have gone a needle size up. I hope that they will widen up a little bit with wearing, it's really warm and really thick, and after knitting I have washed them at 30 degrees in my washing machine so that they got a little bit felted, and I hope she likes them and keeps her hands warm. But this is present number 1. The wool is by Garn. It's a fritid garn and it's Norwegian wool. Then somehow matching, somehow not, is this beanie. This is the Cara hat by Paula M, and I have knitted the pattern before. It's a really warm beanie in comparison with other patterns because you have like 4 layers of fabric on your ears. This is knitted with Heavy Merino by Knitting for Olive in the color Nature, I think it was. And the gauge on the yarn was not correctly then in pattern. Sometimes with German patterns I have the difficulties to find the correct yarn here in Sweden, or a yarn with the same meterage. So it's much easier actually for me just buying a pattern from a Nordic designer and I have a guarantee almost that I can find the matching yarn as well. Because I got this Knitting for Olive Heavy Merino, and this is 125 meter per 50 gram, and I think it was 120 meter per 50 gram that was recommended in the pattern. And because I have knitted the pattern before and I have it here, I could just compare it with the beanie I already have. So this was quite easy. I can also put it on. So this is how it looks, and it's really thick and warm around the ears, and yeah, I really like the beanie myself and the color. But this will go to my sister. She has red hair, so I think, or I hope it will look also good. Yeah, and I ordered 4 balls of yarn. We got in the pattern that you need 150 grams, so 3 balls. And I was, I don't know if I'm a little bit off, if I need an extra one. And I just dived the last few stitches. I needed the 3rd ball. So now I have almost 2 balls left. And I think I will make myself a headband with it. It's really nice yarn. I actually never knitted with heavy merino before from Knitting for Olive. I've knitted with a cotton merino and silk yarn. But yeah, I also really like the color, and I think in headband I wanted to make one for myself for such a long time, and I would just take the leftovers. So yeah, these 2 pieces are for my sister, and I will pack some soon for the advent calendar so that it goes off and will arrive in time before the 1st of December. So how we do it, it's always we split all the days until Christmas into 3, and then we can open a package every 3rd day, and I make 4 packages for my mom and 4 packages for my sister. So so that you don't need to do like 24 packages or something. So that's a little bit easier. And then my mom, she can knit also herself, and normally I like to include some wool so that she can be creative herself, or some fabrics or something. But I think sometimes it happens that it just also lays in the cupboard because there's no time, or probably there's not the correct idea for it. So this time actually I thought I will take the time and I will knit my mom a few things, because I think I have never knitted her anything. So yeah, that's a little bit special for me. First one is this Sophie scarf that I made a little bit longer, so it's almost a mix of the Sophie scarf and the Sophie shawl. This is knitted with 2 strands of mohair. I have actually never seen that someone did it, probably someone has, but I really like the thickness of the fabric. I think it's a little bit scratchy, but I know my mom has no problem with it. I hope. She said it before. And yeah, here my plan was I had 1 ball, then I bought another one, and then when I was home I saw that there was not the same color, but I saw they still fit very good together, and I knitted in these both strands. I think one was ice blue and the other one was sea blue or something. Yeah, and then I knitted in the middle. I weighted the yarn, and I'm a little bit over, but I think that will work out. Yeah, soon into the other half I recognized that it will not be enough. I started to decrease faster than I should, and then I decreased more faster, or yeah, knitted less rows, and I lost the yarn chicken game. So I needed to order a few more, or 2 more balls, and then I ripped a little bit back, and yeah, they're still not 100% the same length actually. Here is, no, that's not true, it's here. So yeah, one is like a few centimeters longer than the other one, but you will not see it when you're wearing it. And I didn't block the scarf because I just finished it, and after blocking it should not been any issue as well. And yeah, this one is actually really nice. It's like you can put it really around several times, and yeah, really like the thickness of the scarf. Even if I think it's a little bit scratchy, but it's not too scratchy actually. And yeah, the mohair wet. More hair here. So it was these two colors, one a little bit more darker and one a little lighter. And yeah, it was thin silk hair from selbstgenaehtesvonmairao. Yes, and this is 57% mohair, 28% silk, and 15% wool. Yes, so because I knitted the Sophie scarf when we were in Denmark this summer together, and first she saw that it was a very funny little scarf, but when I have finished it she actually really liked it, but I knew that she thought that it was too short because she would like to have something several times around her neck so that it really keeps warm, and now it's portable, and yeah, I really hope she liked the color and the scarf. And then I had ordered this magazine from selbstgenaehtesvonmairao. This is not the newest, I think they just, or when you see the video, they released another one for this year. I'm actually not sure what year this is from. But yeah, here are also some mittens and yeah, different stuff you can give like Christmas presents, I think. And one pattern was this seed pad, as they called it in the magazine. So this is like knitted in the round, and it's double now, and then you can take it with you when you're outside and you can sit on it, and yeah, it keeps you warm when sitting and protect you from the ground in the forest or something. Or my mom really likes to go by bike and then like make little stops somewhere, and then she can sit on it and it's not so cold. Yeah, I have actually planned also another one. You will probably see it later in the video. But yeah, it has this really nice color work with the flowers, and then it has like some interesting texture with with knitted pulls, stitches. Yes, the form is still a little bit weird. But I blocked it and I think it will work fine. It is a good size, and yeah, you can just roll it probably. And you sew them together on the top and on the lower part, but here I actually didn't make that nice job, but on the top it would be nice. Yeah, and then I knitted this first, and then I folded this one as well in the washing machine. And I think it's a little bit different present than you probably would expect. But yeah, a few easy, fast knits that were really fun to make, some new stuff, some things I made before, but yeah. This is all for the advent calendar, and then I have bought a few things, and yeah, I will just pack it in, and I hope I see you later on in this video when I show you some more Christmas presents. Hello there, here I am again. It has been a little while since I filmed some last clips for this video. Today is the 10th of December. Tomorrow is the 3rd of Advent, and time's just flying by. I am knitting a lot. Yeah, so I thought I will give you some updates. I have some finished objects, and I also already gave away a pair of mittens that I just filmed a little clip of that I will include here. These were from my boyfriend's grandparents. We were there last weekend on the Saturday before the 2nd of Advent, and yeah, did some Christmas cookie baking that they have every year. So yeah, I needed a pair of mittens that match a little bit together. The mittens is again of the stainless yarn magazine that I showed you before. I will link it down below in the info box or description box. Yeah, so they are part of the magazine. Yeah, so I decided I will show a little bit more here. Today was a plan to meet with my sock swap partner that I told you of in the last video, but sadly she had something else today, so we will meet next weekend. But I have picked everything together, and I thought I would show you also what I will give to her. Yeah, let's probably start with it. I showed you in my last video that I have already knitted a stocking, and I knitted the stocking again, and this one turned out much better. Now it's a little bit filled with stuff. I will show you what's in it. But yeah, I knitted it a little bit shorter, not that much, but a little bit. I didn't add the color work so that it's just look a little bit more even on the foot, or yeah, on the cuff part. And then I felted it in 40 degrees in the washing machine, and it's felted much more, and it could form it much better, it felt like. So it turned out much better than the other one. It has quite a nice shape, I think, and I definitely want to do more. There's also like a little hanging here, and I'm thinking also of washing the one I made before again. So yeah, because I really like this. And now it's a little bit late to do a pattern or something with this, and I know there are already some out there, but probably this is something I can do next year, who knows. Yeah, but what I bought her, I got her a yarn of molds of colors. This is a Swedish indie dyer I just recently found, because she said that she likes neutrals, but she's knitting actually quite a lot of blue colors, so I thought like a mix would be really nice. And this is the colorway Shoreline and Seashells. Yeah, and it's a sock yarn. It's 75% merino and 25% nylon. So yeah, really beautiful sock yarn. And then I just added a little few pieces. I added some labels, a petite knit label, and then some labels from my work that I made there. Some chocolate, because who does not like chocolate? Especially I really like these Lindt Christmas ones. In Germany we have always a Nikolaus on the 6th of December. We have like some of these in our shoes and I would love them. So then I added a tea and some Christmas sprinkles. Some snowmans and some trees and some candy canes. And then yeah, she got the stocking as well. So yeah, really fun. I'm really looking forward to meet her. As I said in the last video, because it's an international sock swap, but I had the luck to get one that lives just about 15 minutes away from here, so we're meeting up and give us our presents in person. So that's really fun. Then I have a little box of stuff here. I showed you these ones before, but these are actually also going to be a Christmas present. I decided, first I thought I wanted them for myself, but I actually have a pair of mittens I really love. My mom made me some years ago, so yeah. These will be for my boyfriend's grandmother. And then I made a pair plain ones, but my problem is I washed them all in 40 degrees because I just wanted to test it, and they turned out like a little bit small. so I'm actually not sure what I want to do with them. It's like, it's not L size anymore. I can wear it, but it's not really comfortable. So I need to think what I do with them. And then I told you in the last episode, because I thought I can tell you about, but now I will include it just here, that I wanted to do the beer hat by Yacht Clothing. And I started it. I ordered some yarn from Knitting for Olive. Yeah, for the mittens it was all Fridtjof's yarn from Sadness yarn. But I will include everything down here, and I also made a video all about mittens before, so you can have a look there as well. But yeah, back to the hat. I wanted to make the beer hat, or it was light beer hat, I think. But I started and I altered the ears, and then something went wrong and I had way too many stitches on the needle, and then I also felt like it was very thin, and it should be like a little bit warmer hat, or it's winter now, so it would be nice with a warmer hat. And then the receipt will good holiday to the north also. So I decided to knit another beanie. Now I don't remember the name. I put it down on the screen here and also added in the info box. So it's like a little hat with like the ear claps and some cuff here. And this is also knit with the merino from Knitting for Olive that I bought for the beanie before, or that I wanted to use, and then I just added a strand of mohair as well, so it gets just a little bit warmer. And this were also recommended in the pattern, so that worked out really nice. Yeah, really cute little hat, and then you can close it. Yeah, let's see. I think that was a finished object, but I thought I will also just include some more thoughts that I want to knit and some progresses, and then I will show them to you when I have finished them as well. My boyfriend's sister, she's vegan, so she does not wear wool, but I found it very difficult to find some Christmas presents to her and her boyfriend this year, so I thought, why shouldn't I knit some socks? And now I don't have the label here. I will include it in the info box. This is like a synthetic yarn. It's not beautiful anymore now, but it's like brushed synthetic yarn, and I thought this could be nice for socks, so I started to knit the I've been very unprepared today. The basic socks by Paula M, I think it's called. This a little bit more chunky, and yeah, I think it's really looking nice, and they will be really soft and warm to have like house socks or something. So soon I will finish the first one and then knit the second one. But yeah, I will do this, and then I will do some similar ones for her boyfriend. And there I bought this yarn from Järbo. It's the raggi, traditional Nordic sock yarn, and this is also a little bit thicker. This is 100 gram for 150 meters. Yeah, so, and 18 stitch count. Yeah, so I will do also a pair of socks, a little bit thicker ones. It will be really grey for my boyfriend's family this year. Wear colors, I mean. I don't know why it just happened, and I thought it would be some neutral colors that they hopefully all like. I showed you before in some last clips that I made like how do you call it? A pillow, not a pillow, but something you can sit on when you're in the forest. I don't remember the name. Yeah, but now I'm making like the same for my mother-in-law. I need to block it, it's now looking a little crampy, and I also will fold it before. Yeah, but she's a lot in the forest, and also started to give courses and making some of this herself. And I thought it would be nice to just give her one that had some color work, and yeah, so she can include it to her collection. And I'm very soon finished. I think I need to do like 3 rows more, and then I need to seam it together. Yeah, I think this is all I can show you for today. And then I need to knit the second sock and then a pair of socks too. And another pair of socks. And yeah, I have about 2 weeks left until Christmas. I'm feeling that I have knitted quite a lot the last time. Not my cat is here. Hi Saga, do you want to say hi? Yeah, so I'm feeling that my wrists are hurting a little bit. I had some problems with my right wrist before. And yeah, there I really needed to stop everything, and this was before knitting. Yeah, but I had in the beginning when I started knit, I had a lot of, or really fast I had problems, but now I'm feeling it with my left wrist. Yeah, so I need to do a little bit slower and also take some rest some days. Yeah, so I try to knit every morning on the train just to keep going and that I can finish everything. But I think I will, because the socks are quite thick, and yeah, so I hope everything will work out fine. I do not knit anything for my boyfriend this year. Everyone else got something, but not him. Actually, a fun fact, in Sweden you have like one present that is the Christmas present of the year. So in some years it was like an outdoor cooker or something, so that a lot of people bought for this Christmas, and then it's a Christmas present of the year. And actually this year is knitted things are the Christmas present of the year, and this is really fun. I also am giving away much more knitted than I did the last years, but this was just because I thought it was really fun. But I think it's yeah, because a lot of people don't have that much money, and they will just give something they made themselves and just from their heart. And I think it's really beautiful, even though knitting is not really cheap as well. But yeah, it's just giving a little bit more, and it's keeping you warm in the winter. It's getting really cold. We had now several days with minus 12 degrees or something, and now we've got some more snow, and yeah, getting really into the Christmas mode. Yeah, let's see when I can check in with you again and show you hopefully all the finished pieces. Yeah. Hello there. Today is the 23rd of December, and I'm finally done with all the Christmas presents for tomorrow. I just finished the last one yesterday, and yeah, now I just need to wrap them all in, and I thought I would just give you the last little update of the Christmas presents I will give away this Christmas. Then I mentioned also before I will have a few I will give away in January when I meet my family in Germany, but I probably will include them into the next knitting podcast and just run this video up here, because otherwise this one will get out very late. So yeah, let's see. So I have a little basket over here. I think I have showed you this one all in this video, and this will be some mittens for my boyfriend's grandmother. These are the Marios Watter by Sandnes garn in the Fritids garn with the classic pattern. Then I changed the pattern before. I have showed you also other versions, but this one will be for my boyfriend's grandfather, a dark grey version. And this one I just finished yesterday, so I just washed them yesterday evening, and yeah, I think they turned out nice. So they will get a pair of mittens each. Then I also showed you this project that I also made for my mother for her advent calendar, and this is like a sitting mat for when you're in the forest, or yeah, just on a bench or going picnicking or something. And this will be for my mother-in-law. Yeah, a dark grey and then white contrast color. I really love this flower pattern, and this is actually really warm. I think the last one I washed at 30 degrees in fine washing, and I think this one I washed at 40 degrees non-wash, I think, because it felt a little bit more. And also I did like some knit and pull stitch combination in the middle, and it's not that visible anymore, but it got thicker and it got really nice. So yeah, I'm really liking this, and I hope she will like it as well. Yeah, sausage of knitted fabric, and then I talked about knitting socks, and I think I was halfway through with this one for my boyfriend's sister, and I haven't showed you the yarn yet because I also mentioned before she does not wear any products from animals, so I found this Fluffy Day yarn from Hobby, and yeah, this is like 100% acrylic, but it's a very brushed acrylic, and it's very fluffy. So I made a pair of socks with the pattern from Paula M. I think the Sunday socks from Petit Knit are quite similar, but what I really love with Paula M's patterns, I think this is called Susanne, is her name, or from the designer, that she really described the pattern so well, and I have never made patterns from someone else that described them so well. So I really can recommend if you're new into sock knitting. And then I just, because the yarn is not the same yarn that she used, so I just adjusted the whistle a bit, and then I just tested what felt good. Yeah, some light grey socks. I really hope that they fit and she likes them, and this will be more like house socks because they are so thick, but that's nice in winter as well. And then I knitted a pair with this yarn, and I really enjoyed this yarn. I have never tested this before, but raggi, it's traditional Nordic sock yarn, and I really enjoyed it. I started another pair with raggi myself that I will show you in the next knitting podcast. I will hopefully film in the beginning of next year. Yeah, but really nice yarn. I have some leftovers, as you see, and I knitted a pair of socks for my boyfriend's sister's boyfriend. Yeah, so my brother-in-law, I think you can call also. Yeah, so these are the socks. Really nice, really fast. I think it took me like 2 or 3 days to knit this in the train, and this was perfect. Yeah, so now I have a lot of knitted gifts, and it feels really great, but it's also great to be soon done with all of them. I have, as I said, 2 more projects I want to knit for family and friend, and then I'm hopefully yes, and a pair of little how do you call not like shoes, but like little slippers or something for baby. But this will be also a very fast project. Let's see if it works out in time. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to gift them all. I think it's really nice to just see the joy when somebody gets something handmade and can appreciate it. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you made for gift this year, if you made some handmade gifts. I would really love to hear, and probably we can inspire each other so that someone else can do it next year or for next birthday, or I don't know, but that would be really cool to hear. Also go and check out my Instagram if you aren't following me yet. There I share some more pictures and some stories, and yeah, you can just follow along a little bit better probably, because now I have quite big gaps between the videos, but I would hope that in the new year I have a little bit more time to make videos on a more regular basis. Yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would really love to see you here more often. So if you want to follow my videos, please follow this channel, and I hope you all had a very beautiful Christmas and happy New Year to everybody. Or if I upload this before the New Year, I wish you can roll good into the New Year. Yeah, we will see, hopefully in January, February again, because I have some big changes coming up in my personal life, and yeah, I really love to tell a little bit more and talk about it. So until then, stay creative and yeah, knit as much as you can and as you want. Bye.